Hey, what's up? Doug from Salt Lake. Hey, let's see, what's today? Sunday, January 20th, 2019. Reading this book. Hey, before I get started, man, I just want to share some shit with you. Um, I haven't always been uh, a productive member of society. Just a little bit about me, man. 52 years old, two kids, divorced, obviously. Been to prison, was a drug addict and a knucklehead for a lot of years. And I just graduated and got out of a rehab and got off paper and stuff. And I just celebrated 3 years clean and sober. In the last 3 years, man, after being in the system for 25 years and just being a number, uh, I've become very bitter to the system, to the government. I don't like cops. I get nervous around cops. Um, when you're in a cell and you spend a lot of time with negative people and in a negative surrounding, it grows on you, man, and you become habitual after a while. Thank God I'm not habitual, but a lot of the stuff that I've done, man, I'm not real proud of. I lost my kids and I went down the rabbit hole, man, and thought my problems, like the answer to my problems, were at the bottom of a bottle and at the bottom of a spoon. And I found out the hard way, man, that with that kind of lifestyle, there are a lot of repercussions and there's some serious consequences, man. So enough about me. Just so you guys know who I am and what I'm about. I'm not a very learned individual. I didn't go to college. I thought I have a picture, man. I had hair halfway down my back and wearing Pendletons and hiking boots and thought I wanted to be part of red and white and make methamphetamine for a living. That's so anyway. That's where some of my life went. But now that I'm back on the saddle, back in the driver's seat, the last 3 years, man, I've still got that mindset that it's all corrupt and fuck the government and they owe me and bullshit, get out of my life. And after reading some of these documents that I've been reading, I've been going at it all wrong, man. So this one here is pretty cool. Um, before I go any farther, too, man, I just want to give a heads up, too, man. Uh, I don't have a whole lot of subscribers. I got 115 of you out there. I really appreciate your comments. That's something that I'm going to work at. There are a few of you that have looked into the secured party filing, correcting your status. And I've known about it for years. I just thought, I'm going to try it the hard way, because that's what I'm used to. So again, I think that one of these days, people will start learning and they will wake up. And I hope that where I'm going is the correct procedure, because for years and years and years, man, I have tried to fight the system. And everything that I keep reading says that I've got it backwards, you know? This is a great little book. Let's see, what is it? I think it's 47 pages. It's not too bad. But what I wanted to show you was some of the stuff. Some of the stuff here is, oh, what the hell is it doing? All right, that was trippy. Just Microsoft stopped responding. Anyway, creditors on their bonds. Good book. It's only 47 pages. This is a PDF that I got. Real simple to download. But what I was talking about is, you're banging your head against the wall, man, and you're going into these courtrooms and you're filing all this paperwork. And these people don't give a shit, man. They don't care, dude, because you're in dishonor. And I didn't even know what that was, dude. I didn't know I was in dishonor. And they started talking about all these different bonds and how, we all know, man, when you get arrested, what's the first thing you try to do? You try to bond out, right? They want money. It's all about the money, dude. Well, if you know that, then, maybe there's something else to it. Maybe you need to read, the rules of the game. And maybe what I've been doing is mixing public and private. I know about my straw man. I know about my all capitalized name. We all know that. Look at your documents, man. Look at your, Wells Fargo bank account. Look at your U.S. bank checks. Look at the bills you get in the mail from, Xfinity and T-Mobile and all that. 90% of the time, your name is all capitalized, man. Why is that? Okay. So the straw man thing is true. Okay. It's true. There is a straw man. Okay. So, some of the stuff, and I'm just going to stop it. I'm just going to keep talking, but I'm going to let you read these rules of the game here. I think my issue has been that I have not been in honor. Okay. And I've been dishonorable. And I go in there and I start screaming and yelling about my stuff and avoid judgments and attack, and here's the case law, and you can't do that. And what I'm reading is that the state has no money, man. All it wants is your credit. And if you read this, okay, again, I'll stop it here for you. So there's a pause. Okay. There's another pause. All it wants, bro, is the state has no money. The government's bankrupt. And you are the person with all the power. You're the one with the credit. I mean, my fucking head's exploding, man. All they want, dude, is your credit. Okay? And if you read this right here, take a minute and read this. If you go in, somebody needs paper clips and you sign a requisition and you start screaming and yelling about the requisition and I don't want to sign. Bullshit. Just sign the fucking requisition, man. And if you have the correct status and you've gone into a court and you've corrected your status, all you have to do is discharge it. Now, I mean, it's taken me months, dude, to wrap my head around this, But you got to stay in honor at all costs, man. Okay? They send you something in the mail and you don't have the correct status, you don't know that all you have to do is accept it for value, send it back to them, give them the account number, and you'll be on your way. Because the state is going to take your shit regardless. Now, big shout out to Rick and Amin. And I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time on that other fucking punk coming on the internet and bad mouthing somebody from some fucking tent in Arizona living on the side of some, river gully wash under a bridge. What a piece of shit. Who gets on the fucking internet from 2,000 miles away and badmouth somebody that is just trying to help people? Anyway, what a piece of shit. But there is no money, dude. And if there's no money, then how are you going to pay these people? Well, in here, it says that you are the credit of the nation. The United States is bankrupt. The state is bankrupt. And you just need to correct your status. What does that say? It all has to do with trust. Okay? So read this, man. Read this. Okay? You got all these people that are involved in your trust, and guess what? You are in dishonor, so they're going into that fucking trust and they're taking the money, dude, because you're operating in public and you have been operating in public and you signed that driver's license and you signed that birth certificate and you signed for that fucking fishing license and you went down and you're using Federal Reserve notes out in public to, to set off your, man, come on. You're in the system. You're part of the system, but you didn't know it. That's how they get away with it. And they're not really getting away with anything. They're just following procedures and following the law because they don't have any money. All they can do is regulate and fee and fine and, try to discharge all this debt that they've acquired because they got more debt coming in next month. And they got to pick up the trash, and they got to pay the cops, and they got to pay all the administrators, and the unemployment, and public assistance, and they got to pay all these fucking people, man, that are out there working with public, okay? You got public utilities, you got the electrical and the power lines and the fire department and the guys that are paving and cementing and freeway and maintenance and the parks and recs, and you got all these things, dude. They got to be paid for, and they ain't got no money. So if they send you a presentment, why don't you just discharge it? I mean, what an honor that the state of Utah has decided that they were going to ask me if I would help them with their bills. Ha! I mean, what the fuck? If I'd have known this 20 years ago, I'd have discharged this shit a long time ago. Anyway, we're already at 12 minutes. I said this was going to be short. Listen, another quick shout out to my subs. A couple of you have wrote me, man. I'm not real good with getting back. Once I post a video, I check it every couple of days. But I'm gonna get better at that. I'm gonna get back to you. I will. You know what I'm gonna do right now? I'm just gonna put it right here. Let's see if I can put this sucker right here. Keeps blinking at me. All right. The email is right there. If you want to get in touch with me. I will try to help you out with the paperwork. I'm probably going to spend this weekend going through all my paperwork and taking out my name and stuff. If you guys want to look at it or whatever, I will send it to you. But listen, again, subs, I appreciate you guys. I'm not real tech savvy. I know how to read, but these computers, I've been locked away for a while, and I'm still trying to figure out my fucking smartphone. So anyway, you guys take care, and please, man, think about what we've said. These videos, if you watch my videos, man, you can see I did everything right. But again, if you're in dishonor, they're going to do what they want to do, man. They're just going to take, they're just going to take you out behind the woodshed. So why wouldn't you just ask them to send you a bill, discharge it for them, and they'll go away? Or, I mean, is there something else that I'm missing? Because all they want is your credit. Everything that I've been reading about trust and how to reconstruct your trust, how to put everything into a trust and separate yourself from private and public. It makes sense, man. It makes sense. I mean, if there's an all capitalized trust out there, right? It's got my name on it, but it's not me. It's the guy that's operating in public. Why wouldn't I want to take possession of that and take control of that? And then when the state or the city or the county or public assistance or welfare or unemployment or whoever sends me a bill, I can just discharge it for them. Thank you, here you go. Actually, instead of thank you, you say you're welcome. I mean, so anyway, man, I'm trying to rewire, because my whole life, man, has been, fuck the government. And like I said, I've not been the best person. I'm going to leave you with this, man, and I'm going to get out of here. Um, please pay attention to what you do on the internet. I found this the other day and took a little picture of it. I was doing some paperwork and trying to pull a criminal background check. And before I continued, it's right here. The name is on a government watch list. So I don't know why I'm on a government watch list. I haven't had a fucking parking ticket in 3 years, Maybe it's because I'm looking at some stuff that I shouldn't be looking at, that they don't want you, to know. Maybe I'm looking at my remedy and they're, looking at the sites that I've been to and they've put me on a watch list. I don't know. Just be careful out there. Okay? I'll talk to you guys in a while.